Hi, this is Armando with the Boxing Corner, talking about a fight that just happened not too long ago, about 20-30 minutes ago. It was a fight between Wladmir Klitschko and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to say the guy's first name. His last name is Wach, W-A-C-H. I just don't know how to say his first name, and I apologize to anybody who is offended by it. I know he's from Poland. They call him the Viking. I never really heard of him. To be honest, they said he was on a lot of undercards for Wladimir or maybe Vitaly's fights, but he's challenging. He's the challengee to Wladimir's throne. You know, his 75 belts that Wladimir holds in the heavyweight division, and pretty much when you get a call to fight for the title, you fucking take it. Whether you think you have a chance or not, I'm sure he thinks he has a chance. But just take it. I mean, you have nothing to lose, in a sense. Whether you lose or not, I mean, anything can happen. You never really know. But for the most part, the fight was very interesting in a sense of how Wladimir would do without Emanuel Steward. Now, Emanuel Steward has been with him for nearly a decade and helped form him into a machine of sorts. You know, Emanuel Steward is pretty much telling a computer what to do, in a sense of how pinpoint he is. So this is Wladimir's like post Emanuel Steward career for as long as that lasts. I don't know if it's gonna last 3-4 years. Maybe it might be. Who knows how long Wladimir is going to fight? But this is where it starts. There was an era before Emanuel Steward, there was an Emanuel Steward era, Wladimir, and then there's a post Emanuel Steward. So very interesting in that sense. Jab fest from round 1, Wladimir came out extremely strong. He was a little bit more offensive than normally. You know, most of the time Wladimir takes his time. You know, he softens the guy up after a couple of rounds, but he came out like he wanted to fucking throw, and he did. Wach Hood, you know, he hung in there really for the most part. There was moments where Wach would kind of land a little jab, and there was a second round where they kind of tussled feet and people made a big deal and blah blah blah, but I don't think it was really a big deal. Wach would throw a punch that would kind of bob Wladimir's head back, and I was like, you know, on Twitter I was like, something very big is going to happen that may not be pro Klitschko based. And I put, you know, we'll see, because that jab was really bugging the crap out of me, you know, seeing the fight. 5th round kicks in, you know, Vlad is pretty much winning the round, and out of nowhere Wach just lands a right, and I'm like, oh shit, like he has him hurt. Like, you can very much tell that Wladimir was disoriented. He was bothered, and Wach just started throwing. I mean, that's pretty much what anybody would do, is you land a big right or something and you go in for the kill, and he was trying to, but sadly it was, you know, 10-15 seconds left in the round, and he didn't do it was not enough time to do what he needed to take care of. It showed that, well, he can take, because up until this point Wladimir was throwing and landing, but it wasn't as ferocious as he does in a couple of rounds. But from what Wladimir was throwing, you know, Wach can take the, you know, he can take the pain, he can take the hits. 6th round was Wladimir. 7th round, Wladimir was definitely bringing the steam. I mean, he was definitely like a little bit more determined. He was landing more. Wach was like a little bit like, okay, you know, this guy's really gonna start, you know, Wladimir has begun doing what he does, you know, his jab with his straight right, and he was landing very clean punches. But the next round, round 8, was definitely a shining moment for Wladimir, and also for Wach, in a sense of what he took from Wladimir. Round 8 just was Wladimir just killing him. There was moments where I'm like, you need to stop this fight, because Wach he's getting hit with everything. He stood there, he was taking the punishment, but man, was it like, fuck man, this dude his chin is there, man, but man, he's taking a lot of punishment. And I honestly thought the ref was going to stop the fight. And in a way, I was like, I said, I want him to stop the fight. I was like, man, you need to stop this fight. You're going to ruin this dude. But he weathered the storm. He took Wladmir's punches with, I mean, like a champ. He took Wladmir's punches like a champ. He took the heavyweight champion, the reigning heavyweight champion, his punches, and was still standing at the end of round 8. Now, is that a good thing? Sure, but it also can be like, but damn, dude, you're getting your ass whooped. Yes, you're standing there, but man, you're taking a lot of punishment. So it's kind of a 50-50 on what do you think about that. In that sense, his chin is solid. It's there. I mean, he can definitely take on the domestic level fighters, the European based level fighters. His chin's gonna hold up. Now, is his offense very well? No, not really. He's got a right hand that can't hurt Wladmir, but his defense isn't good because he was getting landed on. But then Wladmir lands on everybody, so don't take offense to it. In a way, I felt this was good for Wladmir because his past couple of fights, he's been knocking guys out, that's what you do. You knock guys out. You're not trying to get a unanimous decision. But in a way, I felt it was a good test for him, not only just for Wach, because Wach took one hell of a test and passed it as good as you can pass it when it comes to getting hit by Wladmir. But Wladmir also realized that I can be tested not only conditioned, endurance, and heart, but also as a champion, because he was pushed in a sense of, I'm keep hitting this guy, and he does not want to go. He does not want to go. He's still standing. And from time to time, champions need to be tested, in my opinion, because if you're knocking guys out in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th round, it's good. But when you got somebody that you're hitting on and the guy's still standing, I would assume it's mentally will fuck you too, because you're like, man, I'm hitting this guy and he's not fucking going down, and it's frustrating for him, I bet, as much as it is for Wach. But Wladmir, he probably needed Wach more than Wach needed Wladmir, in a sense of pushing him, because you have to be pushed, whether you're defending or you're going for the title, because let's be honest, it's been very easy for Wladmir for the past couple of fights, and sometimes you have to be tested in a sense of not the damage you take, but the amount of damage you can throw out and the guy's standing still. But this is also a testament to how would Fury or Tyson Fury or David Price do against someone like Wladmir Klitschko, because Wach was, he's equally, if not bigger than Klitschko, but he's very limited. But he took a lot of punishment. Could Price take that kind of punishment? Could Fury? Could Povetkin? I know earlier last week there was talk about Huck trying to fight him. Could these guys take this kind of punishment from Wladmir Klitschko? Now, I'm not saying that Fury and Price can't land on Wladmir and hurt him. Hey, anything's possible. Shit, Wach fucking just landed a right on Wladmir and it stunned him. But could all these people take what Wach did that Wladmir landed on? Now, that's the $1,000,000 question. That's a question I really don't know. To be honest, I don't know until the fight happens. But in my opinion, I like Price. I'm more of a Price fan than Fury. I like Fury, but I like Price a little bit more. I don't think they could sustain that kind of punishment. The kind of punishment Wach was getting from Wladmir was out of this world. He was getting hit with everything. This video is like almost 9.5 minutes long, and I don't know if I have a 10-minute span, but I'm just gonna leave you with that. Do you think Fury or Price can take the punishment from Wladmir? Let me know in the comment section below, and follow me on Twitter. I'll put it in my description. Obviously Wladmir Klitschko won, just to let you know. But this is Armando with the Boxing Corner, and I'll see you next time.